Hey Nesters, welcome back to Nesting Haven. Today we're heading into Goodwill. The renovations are finally done and my Goodwill is back open. So I'm going to take you inside so we can check it out together to see all the changes that took place, how the prices are with the new opening, and let's see if we can find some cool vintage stuff to pick up to resell or keep and add to my own collection. So let's go ahead and check it out and see what they had. I had to pass on those really pretty green depression glass candlesticks because there was some chips in the bottom of it. And I really liked this glass divided dish here. You guys know I like to collect the green glassware. This was only priced $2. So I was excited. After I left the handpick section, I was a little nervous to look at the rest of the store, to be honest. And if you guys missed my review to my hand-picked section, I checked out that first. You guys can go ahead and watch that. I'll link it at the end of this video. You guys can go ahead and see what the prices were like and what it looks like over there. On the bottom shelf, I found this gorgeous mint green Holland mold bowl. You can see it's marked on the bottom. I was surprised to see it was a Holland mold. It was very beautiful, but there was a chip on one of the little top parts there. You can see there. And so I didn't take it. It was just that one chip. And I'm wondering if I should have still got it. It's not super serious. It's on the outside of it. Can obviously display it with that towards the back, but I don't know. It just was such a big chip. It was hard for me to justify paying the $6 for it. If it goes on sale, maybe I'll give it a try. They had a set of 3 of these really pretty orange, kind of peach luster almost glass dishes shaped in leaves, and they didn't have too bad of a price on them. I didn't end up picking them up because I just hadn't sold much fall decor. The last few years I've been reselling, and I'm being super picky about what I get if I do pick it up. I feel like fall is that season that a lot of people don't really decorate for. It's just goes from summer to like Halloween super quick, and people don't like to bounce back from decorating from fall to Halloween back to Thanksgiving, which is kind of fall, and Christmas. So I just find that not too many people purchase the fall decor, and if they do, they just get a few things and they probably are already all set with what they have. They had this gorgeous redware pottery piece here in this drip brown design, and I just thought it was really stunning. They only had $2 on it. These are the prices I'm used to at my Goodwill, so I was definitely happy to see that they're still doing $1 and $2 items. This was a nice little set here with the baskets. The baskets were kind of coming undone in a few spots, as you can see the weave popping up there. They had them priced individually at $4, $8, and then $10. So $22 for the set overall. I found to be kind of expensive. They probably should have put about maybe $10 for the 3 of them. I think would have been a more fair price. And so, of course, I did not get that. It was not worth it. Before I started collecting green glassware, this was the style pottery I like to collect, this brown drip pottery. I had quite a big collection still. I had stored it away, and I've contemplated whether I wanted to sell it or not because I do still really enjoy it. But I checked these over. It was only $3 for each piece, but I did find a couple of chips on them, and so I didn't get them. Other than that, I definitely would have picked it up. This was a cool glass piece, I thought. It kind of looked like a Hershey's Kiss a little bit. It is crystal glass, and they had priced it at $6. They go for only about $5 or $6 on eBay, so definitely no profit to be made there. It's a good piece if you want it for yourself. That's a fair enough price, but not a good item to pick up for resale. They had $15 priced on this cute little teapot set here. Had the platter and 2 saucers, and I think just the sugar. I don't think it had a creamer with it. And of course the teapot, so that's not too bad for $15. I thought that was priced okay. So instead of the blue-billed goose, I found the blue bandanaed goose. They had a couple of spoon rests here, marked $2. They had some weird stains on them, and I feel like I've picked up things like that before, and I didn't have much luck getting them out. They are almost like a rust kind of brown stain, and they both had them, so I'm not sure what the deal is there, but yeah, they were kind of cute, very 1980s, 90s, but I ended up passing on them just because of the stains. This piece here was super cool. They only had $3 priced on it. I loved the looks to it. Unfortunately, it had a couple of chips on both of the ears, and it is a piggy bank, and the slot where you would put the money in had some chipping as well. I contemplated for this piece for quite some time, even with the little chips. I was still thinking maybe I should get it. I felt like someone would really enjoy it, and I put it back. I I feel like I maybe should have took a chance on it because the chips weren't too bad. I feel like it's something someone would have still enjoyed, and it's just one of those things you never know. Can we just talk about how absolutely beautiful this pottery is here? I couldn't even take how gorgeous this brown glazed, it just looks so creamy and rich. It had this one chip on this teapot here. I checked the rest of it over. It seemed to be pretty good. They were selling it as a set for $8, and since I had 3 out of the 4 pieces in great condition, I did go ahead and pick this up. It was just too beautiful to leave behind. $8 was a great price even for 3 good pieces, and I feel like that teapot someone could still display and they might still use, you know. I will probably list it all together as a set, and it will kind of just be a freebie for them, but they can still enjoy it. I was really drawn to the color brown today. I just kept seeing so many great pieces. Brown used to be my favorite color, and it's just funny that I'm starting to get back into the brown ware again. This is a really cool little bowl here. It is a red ware pottery piece, and it's just like a nice little soup dish. I was taking the tape off to check for any kind of damage. It had one little chip on the way inside of the lip. It didn't look like it was going to affect the overall piece. So that was something I had to think about just because it did have that one chip. But they had $4 on it, and it's hard for me to walk away from redware pottery. I did see a couple of lamps that caught my interest. They were marked $6 a piece. The first one was this one here. It is black and this kind of gold brass color. And I really liked the lampshade to it. I thought that was kind of nice how it went up instead of just the typical little gaudy looking lampshade that was on most of them. And then this pair of lamps I thought were really neat. I feel like if I bought them, I would want to paint them. I'm not a big fan of the peach. The peach did have some black marks throughout it, so those are something I might go back for. If they're there next time, I think I might go ahead and toss them in my cart and kind of experiment with the color. They had 3 of these purple periwinkle colored saucer and cups. They had them priced at $4 a piece. I had no idea what they were, so for $4, I figured I'm not going to take a chance on them. If you guys happen to know what they are, definitely let me know in the comments below, and I can look for them, next time if they are something of value. And I loved this. This is glass. It looks plastic probably on camera, but it's actually glass, and it is absolutely stunning. I'm excited to put a battery in it to see how it lights up and illuminates with that iridescent glass look to it. So like I said, I did not go on opening day, so I felt like the store was pretty well picked over. Their shelves were not as full as I am used to this store being. I'm sure it's just because it's been shut down for almost 2 months and people were really, itching to go in, and people have been doing lots of shopping. Even so, I was able to find quite a few good items. I was loving that I was finding so many purple items. That's not too common. I found this really adorable frame with a sewing machine on it. They only had it priced $2. I was going to go ahead and pick it up to resell. I probably could have made about 10 to 12 on it. But I happened to see one of my friends that I've known since I was probably like 8 years old, and she was in the store shopping, and she is a big time sewer. She loves to do quilts and things like that, so I was like, this is so her. I ran it over to her real quick, and she was happy to have it. I was like, this is so you. She's like, yes, it is. So that was fun that I was able to kind of handpick something for someone in the store that I knew that they would love. I always love the looks of these enamel pots and pans when I see them. Unfortunately, I never seem to find them in good condition. They are scratched up, well used, really, right? And usually in the bottoms of the pans, they have this burnt on look, and I'm pretty sure that probably is not safe for cooking. You can see, I was trying to show you here. I just don't know how you would clean that up or get that out, and if they are safe to use that way or not. I just always think it doesn't look good, so I'm not going to get it. If I happen upon them in good condition, definitely would be excited to find that and would pick it up for the right price. I was glancing at these wooden chairs for my two boys. They are both at that age where they like to sit in their own little space now, and I want to get them a little table. They have a small one that my oldest had, and it doesn't quite fit both of them at it. When they're trying to play, they kind of get in each other's face a little bit too much, if you know what I mean. And so I thought those were okay condition. They had them priced $10 a piece, which wasn't too bad. This is a vintage Gemco chopper. As you can see, the inside was kind of rusted. I will pick those up. I collect them, or I'm trying to collect them in each color. I just think they look cool. And those will sell for about $8 to $15 depending on condition, of course, and color. But yeah, I do like to pick those up if they are in good condition. A lot of times I do see that they have rust issues, or the plastic will kind of be damaged, like very deep scratches. So I just like to get them if they're in good condition. They had a lot of clocks today. I usually don't see quite so many. This one caught my eye. I thought it'd be really cute to put in my boys' playroom, and there was unfortunately a crack on the side there, so I put it back. And I kind of want one that has numbers for them anyways. I don't really want it to just be lines since they are just toddlers. They should know, how to tell time here eventually. They had this brass elephant band from the Ringling Brothers Circus. Picture here, unfortunately, it was kind of curled up, not in the best condition, but I still thought it was super neat. I took a picture of it and put it on my Instagram. I didn't purchase it, but it was kind of fun. I don't know why, but I'm always drawn to whale decor. I don't have any myself. Well, I do have one picture, I guess. It's this cute little sign I thrifted several years ago. It says, "Whale for sale, ask Jonah." I just like the humor behind it, so I did pick that one up and I kept that. This sign made me laugh because my grandmother used to have the same exact one. It's from the 90s, and it says, "Never go to bed mad, stay up and fight." She always thought it was funny. It's actually biblical. It's from Ephesians. It's just a funnier way to put it, where he talks about, be angry, don't sin, and don't let the sun go down upon your wrath. They had this cute little cruel sailboat piece. I wasn't crazy about the frame, but it was nice to finally start finding items like this again. I haven't been able to find any since this Goodwill closed. This is the one I found most of the cruel and cross-stitch items in my collection. I thought this little Humpty Dumpty plush was super cute. I was confused why its string was stuck on a picture, and so I had to get my husband to assist me here to figure this one out. So for whatever reason, they have a little plush to go with this Humpty Dumpty framed artwork. I don't quite understand it. I guess you set it on the top and let them drop. I really liked this frame here with the multi-pictures you can put in it, but it's shaped like a little vintage car. I don't know if that is a Studebaker maybe. I'm not very familiar with my cars. I found another needlework piece that piqued my interest. It was a large one. You guys that watch my thrift hauls know I have a large cruel flower piece behind my background, and I was excited to find this. I couldn't quite figure out what was going on. What they did, they took a piece of plastic, they put glitter all over it, and then they just sealed it in to kind of make it sparkly, I guess. Wasn't a fan of that. I think it would have been quite a mess. I set it in my cart for a little bit anyways. They had $15 on it, I believe, and it's just a cherry blossom tree branch. I wasn't thrilled overall with how the needlework looked. It was just kind of a branch. I thought it was a little odd the more I looked at it, and I really didn't want to deal with the glitter mess, so I just put it back. But it was kind of pretty, and definitely was excited to start seeing those cross-stitch kind of cruel items again. Let me know in the comments if you think this is weird to decorate in a bathroom with a picture of a bathroom. Like, I just think that's the oddest thing. I have a lot of interesting decor choices in my own home, but that just seems a little weird. Well, that is going to do it for this thrift along with me. This is going to be part one. I obviously had a lot to look through today, having the store been closed for quite some time. So stay tuned for part two to this thrift along with me tomorrow. Make sure you are subscribed if you're new to the channel so you don't miss it. And we will catch you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.